So last time we talked about how to actually feel happy in your everyday life. That is the one thing I focus on in my everyday life at this moment. And today I would like to talk about other thing that has also been something that I've been thinking about a lot throughout my life, which is how to efficiently use your free time. Although there isn't absolutely right way or the wrong way to use your free time after work, that could be solely based on what you enjoy doing. Some people might like to hang out with their friends, some people might like to go to classes, some people may just like to Netflix and chill, some people might just like spending time to decorated their home environment. Anything and everything that you wanted to do with your free time is okay. But I think that's as long as you are happy about your day to day job already. If you are someone like me who was deeply unhappy about what I do um, in my 8 to 5 office job, then you should be someone like me that dedicated your free time trying to find a way that you can work and earn a living the way you choose to. Not to say to be an entrepreneur, because I think the word entrepreneur have been abusively using the past 10 years in our lives, because I don't think everyone and anybody is suitable being an entrepreneur, because running a business, it's very complicated. It takes money, it takes experience, it takes know-how, a lot of professional knowledge in order to be successful. I think you should start doing something in a smaller scale based on what your interest and your ability. And I think what Charlie Kirk said was really good. Don't do what you love, do what you're good at. If you're someone that's trying to find a new direction for your career, I think you should spend time to really get to understand what you're actually good at and what you actually enjoy doing, and spend some time to study the possibilities of the line of work that you should be get to know more about. Now with technology, with all the resources that you can find on the internet, there's nothing that you cannot learn on the internet. I would say starting to try a lot of new things that you haven't tried before. Um, get to learn about those career paths and think about what do you want your life to be like when you change your career path. For me personally, the time when I really began to start to research about the possibility of me getting out of office job was when I was feeling deeply unhappy, when every day during the lunch break I would take a half an hour walk. After my lunch break, I had about 1 hour and a half when I work in an office. During every day of a lunch break, I would usually just take a very long walk around the neighborhood. It just somehow begins one day during my lunch break walk. I just began to feel this deep sadness out of nowhere, just in the middle of my walk. I just feel like I don't know what am I doing with my life. Is this how my life supposed to be? I'm just supposed to be locked up in an office every day for 8 hours and for 5 days a week. Then I get home, I rest, I eat, I relax, and the next day I do the same thing. Is that how I want my life to be like? I started to ask myself questions, and more I just feel unhappy, deeply unhappy. And I'm just upset about the way my life was. That's what pushed me to really start trying to do something with my life from that point on, because I was driven by serious mental unwellness. I cannot I cannot keep going on with that life anymore. That's the reason why I changed. Not because I wanted to become an entrepreneur. That time, I don't have any ambitions in life. I just know that I'm someone that's very creative. I like feeling free in my life. I like doing creative things. But at that time, there's nothing that I can do and nothing that I can think of that can support me as a career at that time. So there has been many years I just been working and feeling unhappy. And I think eventually, when something built up for many, many years, one day it's just going to, actually came out physically. Your body is going to tell you you emotionally, you going to feel very unwell if you are unhappy in your everyday life. It's going to show up. You cannot deny the unhappiness that you are feeling inside of your every vibrant being within you. You cannot deny the unhappiness. Once you feel that, you're going to have to do something to change in your life. It just cannot go on like that anymore. That is why I decided to actually put down the work, very hard work, to actually study and learn how to actually get out of the payroll of anybody. That definitely was one of the hardest thing I've ever done, because I have only graduated from high school. Not to say that I'm a very intellectual, smart, skillful, society member, but the unhappiness, the weight of the unhappiness was enough to drive me through all the difficulties that I faced a couple years back. So for me personally, the best way to use your free time will always be how to improve the life you live right now, how to make it better than yesterday. Free time in your life is so precious. You shouldn't be taking them lightly, because you're going to have less and less of free time as you grow. More responsibility is going to take on you, as your parents, your family members going to need your help. So the more capable you are as a society member, as a worker, as a little business owner, as independent worker, whatever it is that you're position yourself in a society, the better off you are, the more capability, the more ability, the more allowance that you're going to have for you to be able to help the people you care about in your life circle. I think that's one of the happiest thing that you can do. So I think it would be fair to say, whatever age gap you're at, if you are not happy about where you are right now in life, you should starting today, begin to make change in your life to create a new career path for yourself. First, you need to set goals of how you want to live your day-to-day life. Then, based on your ability, you need to do a lot of studies on the internet to see what you can actually do to earn actually income to support that goal of yours. But I think whether you are happy or unhappy about your life, it's always a good idea to use your free time to better yourself in any way possible. Because there's no sustainability in boredom. And I think human nature is very predictable. Anything that is constant will only bring you boredom, even fun, partying. Just only enjoyments of life without care, without consequences. That is not sustainable. I think, for me personally, the most sustainable source for me to feel happy is to be creative, to do anything from writing, from music, from journaling, from getting inspiration, studying about how to actually have a more meaningful life. And the word meaningful could be very different from different individuals, but I think mostly as an adult in a society, you want to be able to be a happy, helpful member in a society. You are good to yourself, to the people around you. You are good to your work environment. You're bringing good positive energies in your working environment. Everybody went through a good day at work. Everybody you get in touch with, having a conversation with, everybody felt good. And when you were being to contribute to the people who need your help, that is very fulfilling. I think the reasons why to better yourself every single day is fulfilling is because there are endless possibilities to that subject for us to discover our new interests, our new habits, something that we are curious about in life, that we want to learn about. That is the fulfillment that you cannot get from the dopamines from shopping or social media. That's different kind of happiness. But actually what really funny is that, free time is not actually really free. Free times are actually the time that you spend on your life. So free time actually is one of the most valuable currency that you have in your life. So free time is super valuable. So in conclusion, I would say whatever you decided to use your free time with, your life, your emotion, your thoughts will eventually tell you, are you doing the right thing? When you are a capable opponent in a society, that's when you can feel that spiritual support to push you move forward. That integrity and honor can keep you going for a very long time.